doubt that you can see me in the darkness here, but I'm currently on my way to meet with a few friends. We're going to Caroline Springs meet done by Pro Street Media, which was originally going to be in St Kilda, but they changed to Caroline Springs. This video was going to be doing the valve springs on this car, as I have them, and we're going to do them today, but a few other things came up, so this video is now going to be this meet, or else you weren't going to get any video this week. So hopefully I'll see a few of you guys there. Yeah, North. Hello. Alright, let's go. And we're off.
See the spotlight sign, just go straight in the driveway.
Welcome back to another video, guys. I am so sorry about last week. It is the first time in over 2 years that I haven't put out a video on a Wednesday. As silly as it sounds, to be honest, it felt really wrong. I don't know, become such a schedule in my life that missing one video was very hard. But anyway, we're back on track now, and I have to start off this one by saying a massive thank you to Ben from CRC Australia. Now, everyone knows who CRC is. I'm gonna say that every car guy's garage has CRC in it, but they make a lot more stuff than you think, a lot more stuff than I knew that they made. Ben has hooked it up mad with all this stuff here. So you got your normal 556 CRC that I reckon everyone will have. 12 of those, 2 cans of the CRC brake clean, belt grip, tire care, zinc paint, 2 cans of gasket stripper, 1 bottle of wheel clean, and 2 bottles of degreaser, as long as a shitload of stubby holders, and something that I didn't even think I knew I needed, but one of these CRC 40cm rulers, which I'm gonna give a couple out to mates, a couple to people at work. I'm never gonna use all this stuff in a million years, so I'll dish it out to a couple of mates. May as well hook up everyone else while I can. And again, big thanks to Ben. Alright, so currently on my way to Daniel's house. You all know Daniel. He's been on many videos, works at Project Performance, did the motor on the VN, and we are going to do some valve springs. So we're going to up the limiter on this car. And there's another thing I didn't think of, with the revs at only 65 or 6600, these gears and this trans, I don't even know if this car will make it across the line at Heathcote, the full 400 meters. I reckon it's going to run out of puff. I need to have a look at what my mile an hour was last time I was at Heathcote, and what the speed was when it was hitting limiter in top gear on the dyno, and yeah, see if it'll even make it all the way down the drag strip without topping out in top gear. And then we'll be back on the dyno again to raise the limiter. You also saw we hit up a local car meet. A few people came and said hello, which was good. A few guys got to look at the car. It was very cold and very dark though, so we didn't stay long, but we'll pick this up when we get to Daniel's. You gotta tell everyone about your engine later.
Yes, I will.
And this.
Yeah, don't mind the stupid part. I run a after hours strip chauffeur.
So, you sure these are right?
Should be. That's good.
Troy promised that they'll work. So we're gonna have a VCM cam, GM Motorsports push rods, and Crow valve springs.
Yeah. It's a hybrid.
And we're gonna do the crank seal at the same time. So all the front's coming off, all this is coming off.
So we're gonna be careful.
Oh, that's warm.
I feel put on now. Hopefully this.
Woo! Wow, I had to go back through my own videos to remember if it had single springs in it, and it does. So I thought if it's got double springs in it, then 100% that's not the problem.
Yeah.
One thing that doesn't make sense is how are these springs fine with the turbo killer cam that's bigger?
Unless no one really noticed it.
So you reckon it might have had valve float before?
Maybe, and Frank's the only one that. I mean, he was the only one that
picked
picked up
up.
your fuel pressure problem.
That's true. Take it to
Maybe-
Frank. Take it to Frank.
There's one, I've seen one on Facebook. So
Alright, radiator out, OTR off, rocker covers off, dilution of coolant.
yeah, I don't want it to stain your engine bay.
Yeah, don't worry about your driveway.
I don't think I will. Right, just in case.
Show me when to stop.
Keep going.
Woo! Frank was talking about the hole in the throttle body. That looks filed out, doesn't it?
What do you mean? It's pretty
The little hole, yeah.
Yeah. Why?
No, because he said,
Check if
was
it's
it?
big.
No, I couldn't remember, I didn't know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We didn't touch
yeah,
it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely got a hole. It's actually quite a big hole.
Oh, that's warm. Be able to see if it's pinched anyway, will you? On a scale of 1 to 10, how funny would it be if this seal's wrong that I got?
Fuck, shouldn't be. They're all the same, aren't they?
I don't know.
Made in America.
Oh, there's the problem. Look at the big fucking dent in it.
I did that.
That's it, just leave it like that, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to get my seal lining.
Seal lining tool. Ah, nice.
Seal lining tool.
Say what you were just saying again? For the
was
people?
just saying-
For the audience?
The wear mark of the seal looks fine. Like it's been
That
rubbing.
little-
See that little
yeah.
line? It's obviously where the seal's rubbing. It's not like it wasn't touching it. There's a little bit of like a nicks here.
Yeah.
I might clean that. I don't know if that's... It's not really nicked there though. We'll see. It could just be the non-genuine seal. I've had it happen before. Put the genuine one and it's good.
Goddamn China.
China.
Who can we blame for this US one if it leaks? Biden? Let's see what Daniel's got to drink. Daniel doesn't drink alcohol, so I'm not hopeful. Oh my god. That is it. Budweiser's, it is. Awesome cucumbers. So what have you had to resort to making?
A balancer install tool. Because I left mine somewhere and...
So because this is too short to pull the pulley in, I had to get a bar of the same thread, nut, washers, thread it into the crank, put the pulley on, Do the nut up so it pulls the pulley on, pull the thread back out. So your homemade tool, worked perfect. Is that 100% torque to GM specs? They're all back together on the front. I'm gonna put all this shit back in while Daniel starts on valve springs. So Daniel's done the first two.
Run you through
Now he's gonna make me do the rest, which I've never done before.
I'll run you through this one and then you can do the next ones.
Springs, retainers, collets, and valve stem seals.
Yep. So obviously, to hold the valves up, we need to put air in it.
What happened with the front two?
I forgot. I put the air on, but I forgot to put the tool and the valves dropped. But because I'm a sick cunt, I got them back up.
Were you scared?
I was calmly panicking. Yeah, so just put the air tool on to pump some air in there.
Is this what this is for?
It's a leak down tester, but you use it for that.
Ah, close enough. To loosen them up.
Just to break the collets out, because otherwise the whole valve will push down.
You're supposed to be using a gun on that?
I do. It's quicker. I'm a little bit more experienced. Then obviously you push this down and push the spring. Release the collets. The tool never presses it. See, it's like pushing on an angle.
on an
You've always
angle.
got to kind of just pry it a little bit. There's your springs. Yeah. There is a proper tool for this. I don't have it. Pliers will do fine. Just be careful you don't like nick the valve and shit.
Yeah.
Like that. Pop them out. There you go. Simpson.
Wow, crusty as.
Just leave them up a bit so they don't catch on installation. Put it over. The socket on the base, just tap them down. New springs on. So put the new springs on that. And put your see how it? The bottom one will just pop straight in. For you it might be a little difficult, but because I've done them a few times, yeah, it's an experience that makes me be able to do it quicker. Then just obviously release it.
Special guest appearance from Borrell.
I'd have one today. Not really one today.
So Daniel got shitty because I was too slow and did all of them, unfortunately. I only did two. Did I do two or four?
Well, you did 2 cylinders.
Just four springs. All done. You ready to hear this thing at 7 grand?
Fucking hell.
I'm actually getting like pretty keen to finish my car.
Why not?
You hear that, Anthony? Finish my car, mate. Go. Just keep it going.
Do you have to get one of those new
Yeah, I gotta get one.
Well, I thought you bought a brand new one for it.
put you on the spot. Tell me about your engine.
Okay, well it's a RB25 Neo, all drive block. It's got full Nitto catalogue, so pistons, I-beam rods, standard crank, Nitto head gasket.
Big dollar head.
Yeah, big dollar head, so oversized valves,
Can I read it?
porting.
You're on Mod's list.
Yeah, ported. 272 degree cams.
Gerald's checking everything off the list.
Double checking. But yeah, pretty much full blown head, 6-boost manifold, G42 turbo.
That is
Trigger kit.
Oversized exhaust valves.
Didn't I say that? I said it's got oversized valves.
And a power glide to go with it.
Yeah, power glide. Probably a whole heap of other stuff that I've forgotten.
Yeah, what cams are in it?
Camtech 272.
And these are solid from factory, aren't they?
Yeah,
Neo
solid
heads?
head. Yeah, solid head. So it's a full Neo stager motor.
What cam
So it's an all drive block.
What cam gears?
It's got turbo cam gears.
Is he right?
Correct. Yeah, it's all drive block, but obviously it's going in a rear wheel drive car, so it's got the rear wheel drive sump on it. Nitto oil pump.
Is it going to make 1,000 horsepower?
Well, we'll see. I'd like to, but we'll see. It's pretty. I'm pushing it a bit on a 2.5.
Can the turbo do 1,000 horsepower?
Yeah, the turbo can do it. It's just the motor was obviously never built. If I changed direction with what I'm doing with the car. If I knew what I was doing, I would have done a bit bigger. But
I reckon 880.
we'll see what the 2.5 can do.
880 or 9.
RB25 for life. And what about this shitbox?
That's an Agus built SR20. Actually built that a while ago. I can't remember exactly what's in it. I have to look it up. It's been a while.
Have you seen the videos of all the Americans bagging the plasma man name? They think it sounds stupid.
Fuck them. Have you seen what they do? Doesn't mean sick.
So is this built 2 litre?
Yeah, so Agus built still 2 litre SR20. It's got a third Garrett GDX 3076 on it. I think it's a Mazworks manifold, I can't remember. Standard intake.
What's going on with the outside, man?
Mini's painted panel.
Carbon dash, Haltech. Didn't you buy carbon door trims?
It's got a Nexus.
Not even yet.
Nexus computer. Which is like the bee's knees.
Brand new big boy seat.
And for the big
We've
boys.
got 2 of them. It's not in yet.
What box?
Speed Tech.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's got a Speed Tech gear set. 25 box. New GK Tech catalogue under it.
And this is like Australian drifting history, this car.
Is it?
This was before your time. This is Jeff Warehouse's old car.
Wow. That goes to show how old you are.
This was famous, this car.
All I'm saying is got a lot of GK Tech stuff, and Greg should have given us.
Put Greg on the spot.
Give us a. No, he didn't give us a little cut, but.
Shout out gktech.com.au.
Yeah.
How much power is this going to make? It made like 350 or something before, didn't it?
It made 397 the first time we ever tuned it. But.
Anything in the 400s would be good.
Yeah, it like.
Does it?
Like once you start pushing the 400s, I reckon you're pushing it on what is done to that.
That's a lot for a 2 litre.
Yeah, he said 400 is probably the max.
Does it feel faster than the 33?
Oh, heaps.
Yeah?
I tune it to get the number you want, but then I would tune it down at a safe.
Yeah.
Because of what it's tuned by.
Yeah, but just get the dyno printout.
Just do it.
100%.
Get a figure.
Trent said like 350, 370.
Well-
Well, last time you gave me 370.
Home safe and sound. Massive thank you always to Daniel. He's been a massive help on this car. Always down to help me out, so can't thank him enough. So crank seal done. So far from what I can see, not leaking. I'll check it tomorrow morning. Valve springs done. All good. Drove it home fine, no problem. So it can go back and have the limiter raised up. Might make a bit more power, and hopefully we'll cross the line at Heathcote without smashing the limiter before I get across it. I'm toying with the idea of if it's gonna go back on the dyno again, I wanna do an exhaust, so I may as well do that before. I don't know, I'm undecided yet because the exhaust on this car is absolute junk. It's for the bin. If you remember back when I've showed it, it is absolutely disgusting. It looks like I welded it. So we will see what happens. Possibly an exhaust in the near future. See you guys next week. How'd you make money to do this engine?
Like this.
Wow, way.